Hello friends, so welcome to channel again. So now we are going to have a look at an option trading strategies chapter 2, which is also one part of an basics. Okay, so if you are an newcomer to our channel, then please do go to our channel and click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon, so that you'll be getting the notifications whenever we upload any new videos. Okay, also we have uploaded lot many option strategies and positional trading strategies and intraday strategies as well. So please do go through that and do the proper back testing and do the paper trading, and you can do the trading as well by your own. Okay, so without waiting for any other person's tips or something else. Okay, so also we'll be posting our Twitter ID and the Telegram channels link in the description, so please do join our channel so that you can find out some charts which we upload for technical purposes. Okay, and this is a disclaimer friends, so this is only for an educational purpose and not any recommendations for doing any trade as well. Okay, so this is an so initially we have looked at the options basic in our chapter 1 video. So now this is an option chain for an ITC. Okay, so here you can see that, so this is an underlying stock price which is for ITC is at 206.85. Okay, so this is an expiry date, this is 30th July is an expiry date. Okay, and you can see, so 206 is a stock price, so 205 will be the at the money options, and whatever you can see, this is a stock strike price, and whatever the data available left side to the strike price belongs to one call option and the right side belongs to one put options. Okay, and so this is an in the money call option, so whatever the strike price is available for the call options below the current price LTP of an underlying, right, so that belongs to one in the money options for call side, and whatever the strike price available above this at the money belongs to one out the money call options. Okay, if you look at the right side of this right side to the strike prices, this belongs to one put options. So here you can see whatever the data available below strike price of that underlying stocks LTP belongs to one out the money put option, and the strike price is available above the underlying stock belongs to one in the money put options. Okay, so here you can see that the LTP, which is the last traded price, and here also you can see that ask and bid price of the strike prices as well. Okay, so this belongs to one put options. So let's say if you have a look at the 200 and if you look at the bid and ask prices, right, so here you can see bid price is 11.05 and ask price is 11.30, and if you see look at the LTP, so this is the last traded price of 200 strike price is 11.30. Okay, so option change, so underlying of ITC is at 206.85 and expiry is on 30th July, and so this option can be traded till 30th July. As that's an expiry day, we cannot trade for that particular strike price. If you choose this current month 30th July as your expiry, then you can't trade beyond 30th July. Okay, so either you are in a profit or loss, you should close the trade. Okay, so strike price are listed at the middle of the option chain table, and data on left side of the strike price belongs to one call option and the right side belongs to one put option. Okay, so underlying stock is at 206.85, so 205 strike price belongs to one at the money option. The strike price below 205 are in the money on call side and out the money on the put sides. Okay, so the strike price above 205 are out the money on call side and in the money on the put sides. Okay, so we can see that LTP of an option chain, which is last traded price. Also we can see the bid and ask price, which is buyer and seller or willing to buy or sell that respective strike price options. Okay, and if ITC call option strike price of 200, which is in the money and it's in the premium of 11.30. Okay, so buyer of the call option have the right to buy that but not have any obligations, which means that there is no mandatory option that you should buy the stocks underlying stock of ITC at the day of expiration. So the buyer got the rights, so that whether he can he can buy that strike price stocks, or he cannot even buy, as that's a option buyer's will. Okay, So 200 call option buy. So you can see that C, right? So call option will be mentioned as an CE and put option will be mentioned as an P. Okay, so make sure that. Okay, so 200 CE option buyer will pay 11.30 as premium to buy rights. So if underlying stocks move above, which is like how much, so we are paying the premium of 11.30, right? So the strike price plus premium, which is 200 plus 11.30 equal to 211.30. Okay, so if the underlying stock tends to move above this 211.30, then the buyer can exercise the option and buy the one lot of share at 200 wherever the strike price moves. So above this means like that option buyer will get enters into one profit. Okay, so to get into one profit, the stock should move about 211.30. Okay, so option price is a combination of both intrinsic and extrinsic value. Okay, so let's look into it. What is intrinsic and extrinsic value? Okay, intrinsic value of call option is underlying stock price minus the strike price. So here you can see that 206.85 is the underlying stock price, and we have seen the example of 200 strike price, right, for call option. So 206 minus 85 equal to 85 minus 200 equal to 6.85. So here we can see that option premium, so 6.85 is an actual intrinsic value for the 200 strike price of call option. Okay, but here we can see that the 11.30 as a premium, right? So the balance amount of 3.55 is an extrinsic value, which is an time value. So time value, we can look into it at the next slide. Okay, so intrinsic value of the put option will be the underlying stock price plus strike price. So whatever the amount it's coming, right, that will be an intrinsic value for put options. Okay, the time value tends to reduce while expiry date gets closer. So you can see that 3.55 as an time value, right? So that will tends to reduce, means like will tends to have a decay when while moving forward towards the expiry date. By the time of expiry, time value will be 0 and option premium will only have intrinsic value. Okay, so whatever the time value we have here, which is 3.55, right, so this will move towards the 0, and by the time of expiry, the options will only have the intrinsic value, and it will don't have any time values. Okay, so days left for expiry, the time remaining to expiry is important to determine the options premium. So premium value tends to decrease when expiry gets closer, so which is due to one time value. Okay, so if there is if there is a more time for an expiry, then the options premium will have more time value. Okay, so option premium is equal to intrinsic value plus time value. Okay, so hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and this is an basic videos for an beginners. So those who are starting those who are coming from an cash market or future markets to an options. Okay, so hope you guys have liked this, and thanks for watching, friends. So please do subscribe to our channel so that you'll be getting the notifications. And also if you have any queries, so please feel free to do comments so that I can help you to, I'll try to sort it out. And if you have any feedback also, so please do that in a comment section. So thanks for watching, friends.